What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Hope you guys are having you a kick-ass freaking start to your week. And as that week's getting so good, make sure you hit that like and hit that subscribe. Guys, I woke up and I was in a good mood. I'm in a good mood now. I am. Except for a couple things. Lori Vallow, you remember the Doomsday Mom cult leader bullshit type thing that she was in? That killed her two kids, and her husband, Chad Daybell, they went to Hawaii and all that. When the kids was missing, they said the kids are fine, they're safe, but they were actually buried in Chad's backyard. Well, she was found guilty a few months ago, and today is her sentencing. And I was watching it on TV, and then I looked it up. I was like, can she get the death penalty? And no, she won't. The judge said she can't get the death penalty. Okay, here's my thing. Whatever happened to eye for an eye, life for a life type stuff? You know, you always hear that shit. And my thing is, do you know how much money it costs to house one inmate per year? Well, I started looking, like, I'm a numbers guy. I love numbers. And so I was upstairs, and I just started looking stuff up and started doing numbers. But just listen to this, guys. Okay. All right. How much it costs to house one inmate in these states? Now, they got them all, but I'm only picking out a few. Mississippi is the cheapest. It costs $18,000 a year to house one inmate. California is $131,300. Texas, $25,900. New York, $91,630. Florida, $29,620. Kentucky, $34,840. This is the one that got me. Wyoming. You know, Wyoming, you know, that really big, huge, popular, you know, state that's just full of everything in the world. You know, not really, it's just full of fields. $135,978 is what it costs to house one inmate per year. Now, these are numbers from 2022. Okay? They haven't done the 2023 yet, obviously, because we're still there. But then, you know, I started thinking, I was like, okay, you know, $91,000 in New York, which is really good money. I mean, there's a lot of people that doesn't make $93,000 or $91,000 a year. Okay, so I looked it up. The average household in America gets $67,521 is their average income per year. Okay, that's usually, you know, a wife, husband, whatever, kids, you know, that the income in that house, everybody's income together in that house will total $67,000. Okay, but then, you know, I was like, I wonder how many people is actually locked up throughout America right now. And this was as of March of this year. There is 1.2 million people locked up in American prisons. Okay, 1.2 million. Now, I looked up, America spends on average $45,771 per inmate per year. So if you take that $45,000 and multiply it by 1.2 million, I tried that. Calculator won't even give you a number. It's like 69E-49EF, whatever in the fuck that is. Because I know you get trillion, I don't even know what quadrillion, I think, is after trillion. I don't know. But either way, okay, so the reason I'm ranting about this is, why can't Lori Vallow get the death penalty? You know, is it a state thing? It's not a federal law, American thing, because there's death penalty everywhere. There are some states that doesn't do the death penalty, which I think is bullshit, because I'm not saying that every inmate, that every person that gets arrested, male or female, whatever, deserves a death penalty. Now, remember a few minutes ago I said eye for an eye, life for a life? Okay, I want to change rules. I want, if you kill somebody and you are found guilty, above and beyond guilty, No reasonable or no hesitation of maybe they're innocent. No, 100 million % guilty. Death penalty right there, automatically, life for a life. You know, it gets rid of stupid people that want to kill people, and it saves American money. As you know, there is like as of earlier this year, there was, let's see, as of January 1st, 2023, there was 2,331 people on death row. Okay, 2,331 people that's on death row that is still getting, you know, the $47,000, I think is what I said. What'd I say? Or $45,000. So you got 2,331 people that it's costing $45,000 a year, but you know they're gonna die. And I think that the death penalty should be put in place for anyone that kills another human being. Man, woman, child, whatever human being, if you are found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt that you killed this person, you need the death penalty automatically. And none of this bullshit waiting 30 fucking years on death row. You know, no. Express lane. Boom, done. You know, you get 1 year absolute tops to where your family or whoever, if anybody cares about your worthless ass, if they care about you, they can come and say their goodbyes and come and see you before they put that needle in your arm. You know, I just think that the world, that America, I don't give a shit, world is world, but I think America needs to up the death penalty. You know, Lori Vallow is a perfect example. She killed her kids and all that, and she's not eligible for death penalty. Because what pisses me off is, you know, you'll get like, okay, she's, you know, got 2 or 3 counts of murder, but we're just going to say 2 for the kids because I can't remember if she got 3 or not, but we're going to say 2. They're going to say she is guilty. She will do 2 life sentences served concurrent. Okay? Or consecutive, I mean. Concurrent is if you get 5 sentences, 5 10-year sentences, which equals 50 years, but they're each one 10 years. They say we're going to run them concurrent. That means they're putting all those 5 sentences into one 10-year thing. So instead of doing 50, you're going to do 10. That's concurrent. And now consecutive is, you know, you're going to do 10 years each charge. So that's 50 years. But what pisses me off is, you know, people get, well, she's going to get 2 life sentences. How many times is she going to die and come back and live? That to me is the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. When you hear a judge say, well, we're going to give them 6 life sentences plus an additional 12 years for conspiracy. What? How many? What? Are they coming back 6 times? Shut up with the stupid fucking rules. These stupid ass laws need to be gone. It's either life, death, incarceration, or set free. That's it. You know, you don't get to say we're going to give him 47 years plus 3 life sentences. Come on, man. You know, that's like that Larry Nassar. I think he ended up getting like 176 years. Wouldn't it have been easier to just say life with no parole? Cut and dry. There, you're gonna die in prison. You're never getting out. You don't have a chance whatsoever in hell. You're gonna die. You know, isn't that easier? But America, look, I'm getting off on the aggravation now. But America talks about money all the time. And I talk about money. I am, like I said, I'm a huge numbers guy. It's like, I can tell you how much money is in each one of our bank accounts right now to the penny. I can tell you exactly what bill is going to come out today, tomorrow, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever. And my mind is that way. It just, I am obsessed with numbers. You know, it's like when I see stuff, I just want to break it down, you know, if there's numbers involved. And that's what I usually do. Because listen, I'm dumb as shit, but I'm very good with numbers. And that's why I was looking at all these sentences that people get, and we're going to give you 127 years. Okay? They're not going to... Why don't you just say life? Why don't you just say the death penalty? Because you think, okay, there's 2,200 people on death row right now it's on death row versus the 1.2 million people that's just locked up. Okay, think of all the money that America could save, taxpayers could save, the government would save, everyone would save if you just put the death penalty and fast forward. Stop letting them wait 25, 30 years. It's like that bitch Scott Peterson that killed his daughter, or his wife Lacey, and unborn child. He got life. I mean, he got the death penalty in his original case, and that case was what, like 10, 11, 12 years ago? But he just beat he appealed the death penalty because he didn't want to die there. He didn't want the death penalty. To me, waste of taxpayers' money and time. He should have automatically got the death penalty. There's no arguing about it. There's no appealing it. If you are 1,000,000% found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, you can't appeal dick. You know, so when are we going to bring back, just put the death penalty in everywhere? Full force. I mean, hit fast forward button. Because people, like I said, they get in there and, you know, you be on death row. It's like somebody can get convicted today and put on death row. And today is, what, the 30th or 31st or something? Yeah, 31st of July, 2023. July 31st, 2062, he'll still be on death row. That's the shit that aggravates. Quit letting them sit there. Just fucking kill them and get it over with. They killed someone to get there, so prisons and government don't need to waste their time and the money and taxpayers' money to let them just sit and think. No. Think with a needle in your arm. Yeah. So, that's my rant for the day, is fast forward the death penalty. You know, if you're issued, give it to them. When you're absolute tops that you'll wait. But either way, my word means nothing. But guys, thank you guys so much for hearing me rant on this wonderful Monday. It's so beautiful outside. It's so beautiful that I'm going to go back in the house. But guys, thank you all so much. Make sure that you hit that like, hit that subscribe, and you all have a kick-ass freaking day.